The Next Generation Air Dominance NGAD program has been at the center of discussions about the future of U.S. air superiority. With the ambitious vision of creating a sixth-generation fighter jet, the main challenge lies not only in the technology carried, but also in how to create a more advanced air platform at a cost that does not exceed the current price limit applied to the F-35. The hope is that NGAD, which is planned to be the most advanced fighter aircraft in the world, can be presented at a competitive cost, while still maintaining a capable combat capability to face future threats. With early projections that the NGAD will cost 3 times as much as the F-35, many are wondering how the program can produce a more affordable fighter. While efforts to keep the budget within reasonable limits are ongoing, achieving that goal is no simple feat. The cost of a fighter jet is heavily influenced by factors such as size, mission system design, and the propulsion technology used. In this regard, the NGAD will be a reflection of the increasing complexity of the technology, but also must reflect efficiency in terms of production. The F-35 itself took years to reach the $82.5 million per unit price point in its last few orders, after going through large-scale production and efficiency improvements. In a broader context, the F-15X can also be compared, which, despite being a previous generation aircraft, still has a price tag of over $90 million per unit. Thus, getting the NGAD cost down to the F-35 level is a very tough challenge. However, this challenge is critical to the sustainability of the program. One innovative approach proposed to reduce NGAD costs is to utilize unmanned aircraft called Collaborative Combat Aircraft (CCA). This concept focuses on using drones as part of the air combat fleet, operating alongside manned fighter jets. Rather than burdening manned fighter jets with all of their combat capabilities, much of the mission and function could be transferred to these drones. The drones would serve as autonomous platforms that could carry weapons, conduct reconnaissance, and support a variety of other combat operations. By transferring most of the combat functions to the CCA, manned aircraft, such as NGAD, can be designed to be simpler and more affordable. In this scenario, manned aircraft no longer need to have all the comprehensive combat capabilities, but instead focus on the role of coordination and command over the drones that support them. This approach will not only reduce costs, but can also increase flexibility and efficiency in modern air combat. This innovation will change the combat paradigm, where drones will act as digital wings for manned aircraft, creating collaboration that was previously impossible. Initially, the CCA concept was designed to allow each manned fighter jet to control 3 to 5 drones. However, as autonomous and communications technologies advance, the potential for controlling much larger numbers of drones is becoming increasingly apparent. In a major operation, a single manned fighter jet may be able to coordinate more than 5 drones, creating a much more dynamic and flexible air combat network. These drones will essentially be gun trucks armed with a variety of munition systems, but under the tight control of a manned fighter jet. While autonomous in some functions, communications and control remain crucial to maintaining their combat effectiveness. When the NGAD takes on the role of primary controller in combat, these drones will ensure that pilots have the ability to conduct precision strikes without having to put their fighter jets in dangerous situations. However, while the CCA concept looks promising, The technological challenges that need to be overcome are also enormous. One important aspect that must not be overlooked is the communication between manned fighter aircraft and the drones they control. For CCA to operate effectively on the battlefield, a secure and reliable communication system must be in place. A failed communication system will cause the drones to lose control and have to return to base, effectively taking them out of the fight. To address these challenges, secure line-of-sight communications are a priority. This means that manned aircraft pilots must always have direct control over the drones they operate, ensuring that every step in the battle can be controlled with high precision. This system will be key to keeping CCA functioning in coordination with manned aircraft, allowing for more integrated and controlled combat operations. Despite the advancement of drone and autonomous technology, the role of manned fighter aircraft remains important. While their role may change, the need for manned aircraft is not completely gone. NGAD is expected to be a critical link between human pilots and future autonomous drone fleets. This sixth-generation manned fighter jet will have the ability to control and guide unmanned aircraft in a variety of combat operations. For the Air Force, it is important to strike a balance between technological innovation and cost efficiency. While drones and autonomy continue to advance, there is still a need for human decision-making on the battlefield. NGAD is not just an aircraft, but a platform that will redefine how air combat is conducted in the modern era. While drones can handle many missions, the human role in controlling and guiding them is still critical to ensuring the success of air strategy. Decisions about the future of the NGAD program will be made in the coming months, and many other fighter programs will depend on the direction NGAD takes. While there is uncertainty about NGAD's final cost and design, one thing is clear: NGAD is the centerpiece of the future air superiority vision. Combining advanced technology, drones, and manned aircraft, NGAD is expected to be a critical pillar in maintaining the United States military edge in the air for decades to come. But the big question remains: can a sixth-generation fighter be built at a lower cost than its predecessors? The answer may not be entirely clear, but with innovations like CCA and new approaches to aircraft design, the Air Force has the opportunity to create a more advanced, more flexible, and perhaps more affordable fleet. The NGAD program is the epitome of the future of air combat: dynamic, complex, and heavily dependent on human-machine collaboration.